Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I have a very special unboxing of some very special Illumicrate editions of the Greenbone Saga by Fonda Lee. Now I have never ordered from Illumicrate before, so I have no idea what to expect from this box, but as soon as I saw that Illumicrate were doing a Jade City or Greenbone Saga special edition box, I knew that I had to order it because I read Jade City earlier this year and loved it. Straight away, instant 5 stars, one of my favourite fantasy books of the year, and it is a travesty that I haven't got around to Jade War yet, or Jade Legacy, but to be fair, Jade Legacy only came out a few days ago, so it's probably not a surprise that I haven't read it yet, but I have heard great things about the conclusion to this series, so I have high hopes that this is going to be an all-time favourite series. I have opened the box already, but I haven't looked inside yet because I wanted to do a reaction on camera, but the first thing that I pulled out was the spoiler card, which I will hold here just in case you did want to pause it and take a look, but I am just gonna dive right in and oh my goodness, I am so excited. Okay, so the first thing that we have are these beautiful character bookmarks, and I'm assuming that these two are Lan and Hilo, if I'm pronouncing those right, and then I'm assuming that one of these is Shay. I think that one is Shay, who was one of my favourite characters from the first book. Then I'm assuming that this one is Andon. So yeah, really happy with those actually, because I don't have many bookmarks because I tend to read more on my Kindle. So whenever I actually need a bookmark, I tend to just use whatever's lying around. So I will definitely use those. I just checked the spoiler card for these and the artwork was designed by Merwild, or at Merwild & Co on Instagram. Okay, so next we have this souvenir plate, which I'm gonna open up and take a look at. And that is really pretty actually. I will hold up so you can see the artwork. I'm really nervous that I'm going to drop these, so I'm going to put them down before I do that. But yeah, I was going to say that I'm assuming that those are decorative, like trinket dishes, but it says that you can store your valuables or enjoy your post-dinner treat on these souvenir plates, which I don't think I want to do. I think that these are too pretty to use for food, so I'll probably store them somewhere. I might actually put them on my bookcase or something like that. I don't know how much detail you're going to be able to see on camera, but these are enamel pins. So we have the top one, which is the pillar, and then the horn and the weatherman. And I really like these. I don't know where I'm going to use them or how I'm going to display them, but they're really pretty. And the artwork on these was designed by Ayente, or Ayente Reads on Instagram. Okay, so I think that's all of the extra items. So I'm now going to open up the books and I am so excited. I think can I find Jade City actually? Okay, so I've just opened the first book and I think that this is one of the most beautiful books that I have ever seen. So I'll show you the front cover. This is obviously Jade City, which is the first book. Is that in focus? I feel like that's not in focus. Okay, I think that might be a little bit better, but that is the front cover. And then it also has the most beautiful stenciled edges, and I don't even know what to say. It's also signed inside by Fonda Lee. I don't know if you can see that because I can't see myself at the moment. Let me just get the other books open actually, because I think they each have a different design on the stenciled edges. So I am surrounded by bubble wrap right now, but I've just opened the other two books and I don't even know where to start. Okay, so next we have Jade War, which I will show you if I can. And those are the stenciled edges. Jade Legacy is a lot thicker than I was expecting it to be when you compare it to Jade War, but that is the front cover, and then stenciled edges. This is going to sound really daft, but I've never actually seen stenciled edges before and I really like them. That is so cool. I am so excited to read these, except I actually almost don't want to read these now because my plan was that I would read my copies of Jade War and Jade Legacy because I've already read Jade City on my Kindle, but now I'm actually scared to touch these because I'm worried that I'm going to damage them. I'm trying to decide which colour's my favourite, and I think I'm going to go for Jade Legacy, but I also think that Jade War is really, really pretty. And Jade City, these are all just really, really pretty colours. I really like how they kind of match the original colours. For anyone who doesn't know, Jade City is an adult fantasy that's set in a world where you have this substance called jade, which is kind of like a jewel that is mined on this island. And I can't remember the name of the island, but the city where this story takes place is called Janloon. And you have these two rival clans that basically monopolise the jade industry. There's some people in this world that can harness the power of jade and it gives them superhuman abilities, and then there's other people who are immune to the effects of jade, and then there's also people who, if they haven't had the proper training, when they touch jade they become addicted to it, kind of like it's a drug. What I really liked about this first book was the atmosphere of this city and the setting and the way that jade is described and how I could feel how powerful it was. I also really loved all of the characters in this. So you follow a few different perspectives who are all part of this same family that run one of the rival clans in this city. But yeah, really enjoyed the first book, gave it 5 stars, really excited to continue with Jade War. I was hoping to get round to Jade War and Jade Legacy before the end of December, but I don't think that's going to happen now. I think if I'm lucky I might read Jade War before the end of the year, but I think it's going to be January before I get round to Jade Legacy. I've seen a few of my friends reading it recently and I am nervous because I've heard that it's pretty epic and that it's a little bit emotional, and I cry really easily at books, and so I don't know how I'm going to cope, but I'm excited to find out. So yeah, I think that brings me to the end of this unboxing. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing because I have never done an unboxing on my channel and I feel like it's been a little bit chaotic because I don't really know what I'm doing. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you've read this series and what you thought of it. Let me know if you're planning on reading this series if you haven't already. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and click subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye.